I have you where I want you, bleeding out. You came to my cave. Haunted by all you've done, Harley? Give in. You're a stooge, Harkness. No one to prove yourself to, Shark. Choose oblivion. Impossible. I'll grind you down, and then... He can't hear you, Quinzel. I don't think you are going to last. Assassins. Despicable. Fade away, Deadshot. It's all a bad dream. Lawton, you'll see it coming. No one will remember you, Harkness. There's no escape, Deadshot. I know where to hit. The fear burns, doesn't it? Let it take you. Quinzel, stumbling from one trap to the next.
Alfred understands, Clark. Crime never.
I was born Bruce Wayne, citizen of Gotham.
It's crime never sleeps.
So I became a symbol. Something even evil would fear.
This Brainiac wants to open negotiations aboard his ship. It's a trap. This planet doesn't need you to unlock its potential, Brainiac. I don't like it.
And the most advanced vehicles you've ever seen.
They're equipped with augmented vision lenses, so I never miss a clue. And a comlink that lets me talk to my friends in the Justice League. This is about trust, not paranoia. If things go wrong, I need you to know I'm making the right call. And if I'm compromised, I trust and expect you to do the same.
Now, as part of the Justice League, I'm grateful for my companions.
Our recklessness. We can't just leave Metropolis undefended. I'm not ungrateful, Clark. And the League is working. I just need time to adjust. Before I joined the League, I relied on these cowls to keep my identity top secret.
Bat pods contain everything I need, from my bat suit to my bat gadgets. They can be deployed almost anywhere in the world. That means wherever people need help, I'll be there. Of course, I'd have to rely on more than just my wits. I'd have to work hard, train every day to fight against crime. I'd have to design high-tech tools, equipment. At too young an age, I lost my parents to the city's greatest enemy, crime. Criminals can strike anywhere, anytime. And when they do, I need to be ready.
Slim to none. We need a plan.
If your backpacks had cutting-edge stealth technology.
Each one is lined with lead, so no one can peek under them. Not even Superman.
Bat pods are my mobile preparedness units. A little like one of your backpacks.
Is this really the best use of our time? Preparing for a parade?
From that day forward, I swore I would dedicate my life to defeating those who would prey on the heart and the spirit of Gotham.
Despite what Flash may have told you, my cowls aren't just a fancy Halloween mask.
Before I had allies, but I thought I had to push them away to protect them. I became vengeance. I became the Knight. I became Batman. That's right. As we celebrate this Justice Day, the League is you, too, because together we are stronger than we are alone.
As part of the Justice League, I'm grateful for my companions because together... I want you to focus on the low-priority kill list. Profiles. Deadshot, Harley Quinn, Captain Boomerang, King Shark.
It's disgraceful. You using anything I've created. Give up. And Brainiac might keep you as a curio. I don't think they'll come back for you, Harley. Stealing my tech, Harley. How uncreative. You're dead weight to them, Shark. Ballast. Your deaths are inevitable. Justice will find you in the end. Trying to go it alone, Lawton? You failed. Down and out, Boomerang. Where you came from. How pathetic that your last hours will be spent doing Waller's dirty work. With friends like yours, Harley, who needs enemies? You're the odd one out. Yet again. That jetpack wears you, Lawton, not the other way around. You're a sad comparison to the man whose power you're defiling. Just let go, Harley. It's all inevitable. Flying and shooting. I'm surprised the jetpack hasn't killed you yet. You look like an animal, move like an animal. No one thinks more of you. But Luther is... So the informant was another Luther. And he's using you. Boomerang, you're a hemisphere out of your league. You are criminals. Deviants. There's no place for you in our new Kolu. High school gymnastics won't help you against Brainiac. Brainiac won't be stopped. You've done nothing to stem this Earth's demise. Weren't you leading this gang of degenerates? Pride always comes before a fall, Deadshot. It's a wonder you have any control over this at all. The others must have known you'd fumble this. What? They had no technology to spare for you, King Shark? The only one of you impressive enough under your own steam. Your talents are wasted. I don't need a gun to finish Lawton off.
One by one, Brainiac. The resistors have gained the upper hand, readying the emitter's firing sequence. Run, criminals, run. The shark is unshielded. Make it count. Target Harley Quinn is the major threat. Close in on Poison Ivy's plant. Bring it down. All units. You're losing numbers. But you still have discipline. If they can't reach Shark, they can't revive him. Focus on the plant abomination. Bring it down. Our forces have secured a data terminal. Lawton has some fight left in him. Lawton can't keep fighting in that state. Useless. All your efforts are useless. Your skills won't save you, Harkness. You can't throw boomerangs at the future, Luther's weapons, or Wonder Woman. I also can't discount the gang of miscreants. They're in the open. There's nowhere to hide from the incoming wave. Multiple Terminaut incubation areas impacted. Biotoxin releases. An artillery battery damaged. Finish the shark off. Do it now. They evaded the pulse. Sending more ground forces. Quinzel is the ringleader of this circus. Target down. Target neutralized. Everyone gets lucky some of the time. And everyone's luck eventually runs out. She bought you some time, but her plant growth won't last. Look at you. You're a murderer at heart, Deadshot. I know it, and they know it too. They aren't prepared for the onslaught. So much for Harkness. All talk. The resistors have involved a child in their schemes. Powerful, but still a child. That's Quinzel down. The resistor's location has been tracked. We're re-engaging. Harkness is down. Good. This intrusion is an opportunity to crush the resistors. The enemy's securing that terminal. Get it back. Defend that rooftop. Now! Harkness is using the Speed Force's momentum to strike. I'll notify all forces and Lantern that these pests have graduated to annoyances. Another combat group is coming to assist you. The Resistance has eked out a victory. These units weren't up to task. I would be. No one's coming to scrape the shark up. Incoming troopers, take some of the fight out of those criminals. We've acquired the signal lock. Meet them head on. The resistors are holding out. I anticipated they'd run by now. Aggression. Pushing our units beyond their operational limits. They must have let Ivy work with Venom. Foolish. Rebirth is painful, but necessary. As long as he's still breathing, Deadshot's a threat. Quinzel's hurt. Don't let up on her. Another soldier lost. More failure won't be tolerated. Quinzel's trying for a comeback. They've released a bioweapon. Wall them in. Just be prepared. Keep our skies clear of criminal trash. Destroyer transformation complete. Now break those 4 resistors. It's over. Clean up what's left. Brainiac will want samples. 3 down by their own tech. Pathetic. Harkness survived. How? If you can't hold back a weed, what hope is there for New Kolu? New human signatures detected. Breach that door. The insurgents escaped. At least their scrambler was disabled. Comms are out in this area. The insurgents are behind this. Secure that unshielded incubator. Position overrun. The weed continues to grow. They got one. Fine. Secure any other assets in the area. The Project K countdown continues. It's only a matter of time. Your defenses were sufficient, Brainiac. It's over. Lawton's cutting right through you. Turn it around. You've got Lawton on the defensive. You 4 really have been sent to your deaths. You know that, don't you? Just like we did with the Flash. Heal up, Lantern. Focus your will on keeping the skies clear. Another thing I know. The ringleader never cares for their pawns. How simple can you be? Stop them from getting to that bus! Amateurs. Too disorganized to push an advantage. Those insurgents have stolen multiple terminals. Recover them immediately. The shark's almost gone. Keep him isolated. We'll take the smaller plant first. I am lowering my threat assessment. The Flash has been neutralized. His unpredictability is no longer a factor. Shark's down. We'll chum the waters with his blood. Attention, newly formed bomber. Bombard the enemy out of existence. Suppress all the smaller plants. Cut off our energy sources. It must infuriate you. Pointed at targets by Waller. Kept on such a short leash. A good outcome, Brainiac. We retrieve the cache and put down the resistors. Emitters coming online. All forces should be prepared to face termination for the good of New Kolu. Harkness is on a streak. I want it halted. Lawbreakers like you four can't be redeemed. When Brainiac has reformed this whole world, we won't have to. All deployed units. We have the Flash. Wonder Woman is your remaining priority target. Whatever skill you learn with the Speed Force Harkness, it's fleeting. We'll redouble our efforts and protect the rest of the incubators. Diana, get off of those four, and whoever they're working with are attempting to organize a resistance. This must be some kind of delaying tactic by the insurgents. Continue investigating and sterilizing the area. A paltry victory. The march of New Kolu won't be deterred by this. Nearby forces, we've localized a signal disruption in your area. Eliminate it. Friendly fire. Rehensible. Our forces have dealt with the jamming device, and the criminals controlling it. Well done. An army of supermen. Reports indicate half their number were downed by the emitter. Eliminate them all before they have a chance to shift their tactics. The integration is almost complete. That plant will come down. This Deadshot doesn't keep a low profile. Target Harley Quinn is wide open. Perfect hit. Gather the insurgents' remains for further research. Deadshot's down. He should have seen it coming. Their stealth is lacking. Follow them and take them down. Good. One insurgent caught in the beam. Shoot down all you can, Lawton. You've already lost the war of attrition. A loss that will not be mourned. They're only hiding behind their defenses. Keep pressing. More holdouts. What are you waiting for? Flush them out. Shut Twinzel down before she does more damage. Available forces, go investigate that signal disruption. Terminate whatever's causing it. Take the main growth down. For Brainiac. For New Kolu. You did what you could. She has centuries of combat training, along with a deep attachment to the other Terrans. 2 insurgents down by the pulse, charging again. Be aware of the resistors' tricks, and we will wipe them from this city. You'll never succeed. Raw skills hardly make up for a lack of brain power. They should savor this while they can. I'm sure their competence will be short-lived. Sending in a heavy combat unit to deal with these criminals. None of those human lives reach safety. Brainiac has plans for them. All forces be on the lookout for incoming terminals. Nearby rooftops secured by our forces. Stop the Shark's momentum before it's too late. Firing emitter. The insurgents will answer for our losses. It's going to take more to deal with Shark. Rooftop forces, defend your position. Lawton seems to be leading them. Watch him. You won't stand in the way of a New Kolu by stealing information. Continuing deployment of heavy units to bring the resistance to heel. Your lack of teamwork only highlights your insecurities, Lawton. Target King Shark is devastating our forces. That takes care of the mutant Shark. A new destroyer's in position. Expect collateral damage. Divert forces to the smaller plants. They can't be allowed to thrive. Regain control of that terminal. Don't let Quinzel out of your sight. She's dangerous. Her plant is gaining size and strength. Work faster. Their movements are obvious. All units to the new location. Now you reprobates are just another statistic. We have confirmation on the resistors' location. Forces are engaging with them now. 2 of them couldn't get out of their own way. I've temporarily withdrawn the Flash from active patrol. All ground forces continue as planned. You let them lift the pressure on Isley's plant. They've fallen, Brainiac. Ivy turned on them in the end.
Just another hitman. I told you I'd take you apart. Big target area. How does it feel to be the hunted? This is for all your and Joker's victims. No second chances, Lawton. You walked into it, Quinzel. There's no rivalry. You've only come as far as Brainiac allowed. Criminals, your fear makes you easy prey. A sad joke, Harkness. I'll break you down. Kill or be killed. You knew the rules. You've outlived your infamy long enough. I've dropped bigger foes, Shark. Not the first monstrosity I'd put down. The fall doesn't kill you. I do. I'm the Predator, Shark. Pure failure, Harkness. It's your curtain call, Quinzel. I'm not sending Quinzel back to Arkham this time. One by one, I will beat you down. That's enough from you, Shark. You shouldn't have left Arkham. You wear failure so well, Boomerang. Accept it. You're mine, Lawton. I hate assassins. This pain is what you deserve, Assassin. Harkness dropped himself. Your double would have avoided that. You're flagging already, Harkness. What world needs a Harley Quinn, anyway? Gimmicks won't save you. You're used to punishment. Not quick enough. I'm not interested in your last words. You think I'm outnumbered? It's not a game, Quinzel. I'll break your bodies and your minds. There's no coming back. The terror's within you. You won't be remembered. You weren't even known. Brainiac told me to preserve your bodies, but I'm going to enjoy destroying your minds. I killed Joker. Now you join him, Quinzel. It's a deal. Strong, but not strong enough. Welcome to the real Batman experience. Just a demigod nobody believes in. How much can you take, Shark? Who's laughing now, Quinzel? Laugh this off. I'll enjoy putting you down. I am everywhere. I am the Knight. Don't you call yourself a professional? Over soon, Harkness. And you call yourself a hunter. Alone, hunted, soon to be snuffed out. On the floor. You craved attention. Here's mine! Slow, Lawton. Pitifully slow. I won't stop. Not until the world is cleansed of criminal scum. Your failures surround you, Harkness. What are you holding on for, Deadshot? Almost over, Harley. Let the terror take hold. Now, fear the Batman! None of you leave this nightmare alive. Your form is off, Lawton. No acrobatics, Quinzel. You're out of your depth, and it gets deeper. You're a footnote in this story, Quinzel. Of course I prepared for intruders. You'll fall, King Shark. Where did they find you? You're all prey. You knew the terror would catch up with you, Harkness. At the end, do you finally have a guilty conscience? You'll die like you lived. No one will care. How much more do you think you can resist? Slow on the trigger. Amateurs. There's no place for you, Shark. I'm finding that all criminals die the same. We don't need another 2-bit villain. What did Brainiac see in someone like you? Quinzel went over the edge. You'll still fail. You always fail. You're out of your league. I'll enjoy your final minutes. Defeat is not enough. You'll be destroyed! Every kill you made, Deadshot. They're waiting. I am your fear. You can't escape. It's just you and your terror now. Your faith in Harley Quinn delivered you right to me. Struggle, Shark. But you're sinking. Lost your footing, King Shark. Goodbye, Quinzel. In the end, Shark, you fell like a human. Ready to die far from home, Harkness. Your little legend is coming to an end, Nanawe. You know how this ends. I'll show you soon. A life of crime, rapidly running out. Argus thought they'd made something of you.
Target Boomerang's shield is down. Recover that data cache. And more importantly, integrate the resistors. Lawton's down. Wonder Woman has engaged with both Lantern and the Flash now. She's injured, but injuries won't stop her. Choose better accomplices. Poison Ivy doesn't care for your lives. Target Boomerang is back on his feet. Harley Quinn's back up. She's tenacious. He's no fighter. But his access to advanced technology makes him a threat. And your target. Distract them from their goal. If it blooms, our plans for this whole district are pushed back. Fire the emitter and shut them down. Nothing to hide behind, Harkness. There are still more hiding. Flush them out. Bring them into the fold. Brainiac needs more soldiers. What are you waiting for? Purge this place. It's expected the resistance will cost us a few patrol units. Brainiac, the insurgents' little snooping operation has failed. Lawton is the most capable of the four. Luther has broken cover. Report any sightings so capture teams can be deployed to your location. Do not allow the resistors to reach that human before us. All forces, stop them from taking this terminal. No more excuses. Be aware, Lantern engaged with Wonder Woman before returning to his assigned defensive duties. She's injured, but an active threat. Keep them off that vulnerable incubator. You think some plans will stop the end of the world? Which one of you is going to tell his daughter? Chaos and common criminals in the streets. Soon it will all be swept away. Phasing in bomber support. Our forces are insufficient. Why? Cyber warfare against an exponentially greater intellect. You four aren't getting anything from Brainiac. All forces, stay out of our destroyer's way. Diana could be a useful weapon. Both of them are. Why risk one destroying the other? Watch Harkness. More dangerous than he looks. The insurgents are bringing increased disruption to our networks. The Terminauts are a small price to pay. We'll gain more on this Earth than we can ever lose. Trying to steal a data cache? You've just exposed yourselves. We must keep our grasp on those plants. Stop those insurgents from securing any more terminals. Those wrist cannons will tear our units to pieces. Criminals. Always unable to see past their narcissism to the bigger picture. A shield has failed. Tenacious as cornered vermin. Ivy never respected order. Laws. Brainiac won't stand for that. Quinzel's down, and you'll be joining her. Secure the crystals for self-repair. The jammer's disabled. Our forces were unable to subdue the insurgents. As I reported, Brainiac, the Shark shows strong combat prowess. Any intel from our techs? The fate of all resistance. The crystal network is under attack. Argus's hacker gained access to Brainiac's network. Intermittent access. But she's skilled. A useful addition to our army. Wallace should never have left incompetence in charge. When we lay New Kolu's streets, they'll be safe streets. Target Harley Quinn eliminated. Prove yourself all you like, Harkness. You'll always be the butt of the joke. Heavy losses. Brainiac, we need to boost unit aggression. New rooftop fortification. Let's see the criminals get past this. Lawton's unshielded. He's open. Preparing return phase for one data terminal. Brainiac, our forces didn't stop the intrusion this time. One resistor gone. The takeover of Metropolis must be thorough, complete. No exceptions. A destroyer type has evolved among you. Follow its directives. Such a blatant trap will never work against the network of New Kolu. You surrendered your lives for a fool's errand. All incoming snipers, pin down those resistors. No matter how small, a failure is always a failure. I'm sure it rankles. We just lost a patrol to the resistors, Brainiac. We've set up anti-air defenses on a nearby roof. A pity they can't control their own technology. All units, the resistors are part of Amanda Waller's sideshow, Argus. She'll try to field more criminals. Brainiac won't be pleased with the excessive power drawn by this operation. Push any advantage. Use her concern for Terran casualties against her. Grind her down. Lawton's clearly the most combat-trained of the four. Her plan's starting to weaken. Continue the integration. The insurgents have developed their own rudimentary phasing tech. Wonder Woman is our only obstacle now. That jammer isn't enough to halt our progress. New Kolu won't be denied. We need every last life converted for Brainiac. Converge on the new signature. The enemy's phased in a new data terminal. Do not let them access it. Target Deadshot is injured. Hunt him down. Press in. Use their fear to our advantage. They're dropping like flies. Whatever it takes, halt that plant's growth now. 4 fewer impediments to the birth of New Kolu. Excellent work. Shark has no shield left. The resistors' makeshift vehicles have been improved. Marginally. Let's counter with increased aggression. We've purged the intruders from our systems. You've served Brainiac well. Where is our force, our numbers? Disgraceful! The emitter is spinning up. All forces evacuate the area. Brainiac, I'm assessing the battle. You know I advised more conditioning on Superman, not to field him too soon. He's a hammer, Brainiac. To deal with these insurgents, you need a scalpel. I've seen enough. Don't send any more Terminauts. Integrate them. Lawton can't take much more. The insurgents are getting some advanced technical support. It won't be enough, though. But we knew there would be sacrifices. No toys or tricks will save them. All units. Luthor is no longer a concern. Those 4 miscreants forced our hand. Self-centered fools all. Don't expect them to operate as a group. Isolate them. Eliminate them. You can crawl back under the rock you came from, criminals, but you can't escape the future. Cruel to give these people hope, knowing what the end will bring. Skullship forces, secure data terminals on the ship. This won't happen again. Another life rises in service to Brainiac. Good. 1 more terminal and they're out of Brainiac's network. The insurgents have fallen. Now, remove the plant. I'm offering an amnesty. Hand yourselves in and I'll make it quick. Not painless, but quick. Watching. Integration with Brainiac is irreversible. You need to understand that. Join us, or stay out of the way. Concentrate all forces on the largest growth. Their defenses are subpar. Regroup and attack. This will be the last time I have to keep HammerTech guns off the streets. We'll wipe the slate clean. Flash, you're going to stand down and recuperate. After you're dealt with, I'll find the hacker. Brainiac could use her. Target Deadshot is the primary enemy combatant. Your priority threat is Target Boomerang. They're taking themselves out. Next time he'll simply tear you apart with the Speed Force. I'll enjoy watching. You think a plant will save you from us? Lawton's their most proficient shooter. Data terminal security. Alert me immediately if any other assets are phased off the skull ship. Target King Shark is compromised. Excellent. 2 insurgents down by the beam. Our victory is all but secure. The plant has no strength left. Did they think this wouldn't alert the whole network? Crush them. Brainiac's victory is assured. The shields will hold. Choppers providing air defense. Keep those resistors out of the sky. Emitter firing in 3, 2, 1. You lost your temper. Cost us our best lead on Luther's informant. Stand down until I decide to put you back in the field, Flash. Incoming bomber! Target those resistors and finish them! I want to keep these unknowns under control. My instincts tell me we're dealing with something else here. The insurgents have made themselves known, Brainiac. No problems expected. Any advantage the insurgents gain here will be fleeting. Still, we won't let them have it. We have the numbers. Overwhelm them. Quinzel will be integrated soon. Another one falls. Job's done for us. Troops have been eliminated. Unfortunate. All the evidence points to Poison Ivy. Alive. Interesting. I'll report again when this insurgency is crushed for good. You'll never win. But I'm going to relish watching you fail. Not Quinzel's first killing spree. Make it her last. Stop them from reaching that vehicle. Our advantage is slipping. Compensate! Let the criminals have him. Cobblepot's dead weight. Quinzel has been neutralized. The Shark is a metahuman bred for combat. High threat. We've got them outnumbered. No escape. Improvised explosives. I know where Quinzel learned that trick. Excellent. Glory to New Kolu. They only have so much range. Force them apart. Take them down. Down, Quinzel. Her shield's out. They've paid the penalty for theft, Brainiac. Lantern. Boomerangs as melee weapons. Harkness has one skill. Those criminals actually overcame our ground forces. Enemy fire has disrupted our troops. They're torching our units. No. The reaction's internal. Ivy has a scientist's mind and a child's morality. Harkness is sociopathic, but he will be brought to heel. Don't let up the barrage. You're wearing Lawton down. Good. Another battle won for Brainiac. And our ranks grew. I want proof his technology was rendered inoperable. Retrieve any evidence of it you find for processing. Criminals. It was Flash's mistake to toy with U4 when he could have struck decisively. A mistake he now knows better than to repeat. Troopers incoming. Defend the crystals. Protect the incubators. No second chances. Just like everything else in your lives. This is doomed to failure. The stolen Star Labs prototypes. Deliver them to Brainiac when we integrate these four. Harkness is running right over you. All right, criminals. Let's see how you deal with something tougher. Incoming elite combatant. Let's send these criminals running. All forces be aware. The emitter is preparing its firing sequence. These incubators are the engines of change. The resistors. The fuel. Without the Terminauts, it's anarchy. That's what the resistors want. It'll fall apart. On our world, these criminal collaborations always do. Don't give up another terminal to those resistors. You were so close. We've taken losses. Let the microwave pulse deal with the insurgents. You've seen the other Earth. You've seen how this ends. Resistance has failed before and will again.
Green Lantern, I have the Flash. Your four escaped criminals. They led me right to him. No, not a threat at all. Still, let their corpses strike fear into those who'd resist. Alive. Of course, Brainiac. We're ready for phase. Me. There is no anti-Batman device. You've already lost, Luther. I am vengeance. I am the... You're gonna die screaming at Superman's feet. You think you're a team now? You're herd animals, dependent on someone else to survive, like you, Harkness. An illiterate alcoholic who's desperate for the spotlight. Are we done with your bad stand-up routine? This hologram's activation means that I, probably the entire Justice League, have gone rogue, alive. Of course, Brainiac. Interestingly, I found that Luther didn't break me. Nothing can, because I started with the Yellow Lantern, recovered after our battle with the Sinestro Corps. Green Lantern once told me that their rings are powered by the will of the user. We're ready for phase. I've already calculated 10 ways to kill you. I'll cripple you first. You'll watch the others die. You only delay the inevitable. You can't escape from justice. Battle protocols are active. I've been secretly developing countermeasures to nullify the rest of the League. Green Lantern, I have the flash. The family you choose. Let their corpses strike fear into those who'd resist. No, not a threat at all. Still, what do you think you've accomplished? It won't stop us. Your 4 escaped criminals. They led me right to him. Discipline. Loyalty to your team. Team up with Nightwing, Oracle, and if you can find him, Jason. Enhancing the power of the battery. But that was just the start. Harley, even you can't be stupid enough to think that you have a chance against Superman. Together, you'll be formidable. That's something you taught me, son. While you plot your petty schemes, your time is running out. There's no place for criminals in the world Brainiac will make. You'll need to rely on all your years of highly specialized training. None of us can do this alone. The team you lead, I wanted to say goodbye, Tim. After everything, I'm proud to call you, Nightwing, and Oracle, my friends. If you're seeing this, Robin, it means I've been compromised. I'll show you how resilient I am. Now, Superman. He's our friend, but he's also the most dangerous being to ever set foot on Earth. If you want to have any chance of defeating him...
Our rooftop emplacement is under attack. Project K is nearly complete. Perhaps we will have to destroy before we rebuild. Quinzel's unshielded, reckless as ever. Keep those criminals away from our rooftop defenses. You won't be missed, Harkness. All forces, if we secure another terminal, we can end this. I wanted the life choked out of her plant. At least the emitter got one of them. Secure that terminal before the insurgents do. A few more hits and Shark is down. A temporary setback. Get yourselves up. That terminal is back under our control. 0 hits on targets. Recalibrating. The Shark's power is impressive, but not unstoppable. More pressure on the vehicle. Split their attention. Yes, Brainiac. I have armor converging on Waller's position to cut the head off the resistance. Emitter only got one of them. Recharging. All forces draw back. Firing the emitter. We'll make it more challenging for them. Deploying an advanced combatant, so they drop the shield. They're persistent. All forces, Brainiac wants communications back online, and that jammer eliminated. You let Harkness fall. I would have done the same. Good news, Brainiac. Our mission will be easier than anticipated. Mission complete. All terminals secured. You are cannon fodder. We will wear you down. They have undone themselves and saved us the trouble. Get those insurgents off that terminal. A single life costs you more than it costs us. They're going for the incubators. Heavy support incoming. Let them crush those resistors. We'll stamp out this plant contagion quickly, Brainiac. You're strong and quick, Shark. But look up what I did to Croc. Bane. Grundy. Harkness is barely standing. The resistors are taking you apart. Fight harder. Deadshot's unshielded. Punish him. The Shark is still fighting for his life. Lantern. There's a high probability the criminals have access to Yellow Lantern tech. Those criminals are assaulting our rooftop fortification. Target King Shark is top of the threat assessment. Brainiac has tasked me with overseeing your deployment units. But I'll remove stragglers personally, if I have to. Harkness won't last much longer. Brainiac, I'm seeing some kind of freezing reagent that reacts to Coluan biology. I'll investigate it. The network is secure. Communicate the news of the resistor's demise. Excellent. Only one of them managed to escape the microwave pulse. The Shark is your most pressing threat. Fine. We'll get them with the next strike. The child and her plant are no longer suppressed. No vital signs from the patrol. They lost the engagement. No more fear. No more pain. It's an honor to join with Brainiac. All forces, secure the next terminal, and we can be done with these insurgents. Lantern let his emotions get the best of him. They jammed our communications, started a fight. Why, Diana? I don't think I like catching up like this. Deploying a bomber to the combat area. We have the humans. The resistors have fallen. No one can stand in the way of a glorious new Kolu. The integration is taking hold of the plant, but in greater numbers. The Flash's power, unquestioning obedience. The applications are obvious. Brainiac, I need more units. These have expired. All forces, the insurgents are close to securing an asset. Losses are mounting. Prepare fallbacks elsewhere. Don't let them assist Lawton. Your rage is misplaced, Shark. Fighting for this world, and not a better one. However many criminals join your efforts, they won't be enough. Brainiac, we've taken some serious losses. Hold position. Stop them exposing the other two incubators. Snipers deployed. Pick your targets. Take them down. No sense resisting this. But then you never had sense. Your talents are wasted, Shark. Brainiac would hand you control of the oceans. With the other members of the League compromised, I'm enacting a new protocol, Brainiac. Allow the Terrans to take this final terminal and you'll face the consequences. Harkness is flagging. Cut him down. The resistors only need this last terminal. Shut them down here. You should have joined us and saved yourselves the humiliation. He's engaged his suit targeting systems. Avoid Deadshot. The enemy thinks they can take out our rooftop defenses. They won't. We're seeing the Shark using its full strength. We'll grind you down. You criminals are all the same. No fortitude. I see you accessed my vault. What are you going to do with that kryptonite? Lantern's eager for a seek and destroy mission, criminals. To punish you for what you've done. They won't stand in the way of the invasion again. The signal is gone. We've lost them. Terminal lost. Next time, finish the job. Shark is back on the field. Quinzel's heavily wounded. We've lost control of the smaller plant. It's free to grow. Destruction. That's all criminals like you know. Brainiac has brought new creation. Watch those four fall before a destroyer. Ground forces, you've got support on a nearby rooftop. We'll ensure her mind is integrated, along with Oracle in time. It takes harsh measures to wipe a city clean. Deploying troopers. Coordinate. Mark your targets. Finish this. This is just a delay of your inevitable defeat. Identified one of our data terminals in the city. All forces, get it back. You did well. Continue bombardment. If it's only these four. I expected more from her. Harkness has lost his shield. Make sure no more human survivors reach that bus. Another criminal activity ended. New Kolu will know true security. What can your kind possibly learn from this? Nothing. The vehicle is vulnerable. Attack it! Harley Quinn is fading fast. Our rooftop emplacement is under attack. Project K is nearly complete. Perhaps we will have to destroy before we rebuild. Quinzel's unshielded, reckless as ever. The resistors will be taught that there is no tactical advantage for them. If Ivy's back, I hope Brainiac understands how unpredictable she can be. Prepare to receive a terminal, Brainiac. The orders are clear. Find the holdout humans and assimilate them. Additional forces inbound. The resistors won't last much longer. We've got more snipers on Overwatch. Terminaut evolution complete. It's a new destroyer type. The integration process is taking over the plant, as planned. Alive. Brainiac has questions for Luther. Your incompetence has just cost us. All the resistors have been eliminated. We've done it, Brainiac. Harkness is dominating the field. That's unexpected. You're no better than this chaos, Harley. And you never will be. Brainiac, the push against the Child's Plant has faltered. You should have run when we sent in the hordes. Engage the Child's Plant directly. Boomerangs. You're an idiot. Attention, new destroyer. Brainiac wants those resistors dealt with. Now! I almost pity them, Brainiac. They think they've won something. Harley's unpredictability makes her the greatest threat. Careful. They might try to help Harkness. Your hacker's already comatose. Soon, you'll join her. An idiotic mistake. 2 resistors down. If the Resistance deploys metahumans, let them come. I plan for every contingency. Don't underestimate Harkness. A fool. And a killer. Keep engaging. Keep sacrificing yourselves. You can at least keep her from recovering. Secure our data terminals. Whatever the insurgents want, they're not getting it. My equipment wasn't designed to be used like that, Quinzel. I'll take it back. They're 4 small-time criminals. Show them what an elite fighting force can do. Do not allow the plant to release its toxins. On the escape vehicle, contain the survivors. They're not safe yet. Though damage at this scale indicates ability and competence those 4 don't have. metropolis won't be saved by covering it with her vines. You think you've won something, don't you? All you've done is unleash hell. I really hoped she could see what we were going to make of this world. Not good enough. It's imperative that we keep pressing her plant. Harley Quinn. Always at the end of a leash, held by a stronger hand. Our emitter's online and charging. Let's watch the insurgents run. Signal location confirmed. Gathering our forces to attack. I know you're listening, criminals. I investigated debris from your vehicular weapons. Second-rate mechanical work. Gizmos work. Poor explosives handling, Quinzel. But lethally effective. And I was certain we could convince her. Integrate Diana. The incubators are protected. The shields will hold. Induced electrical reactions. The resistors are giving Ivy a full reign of bioterrorism. They took a terminal. Don't let them get another one. Insurgents neutralized. All data terminals returning to the skull ship. Petty theft. There's no changing a criminal's nature. You've cut through the shark's protection. Safe, but not safe enough. How tragic. The insurgent signal is transmitting again. All troops to their location. Even incapacitated, Harkness keeps talking. Reinforcements. Let them clean up that criminal scum. All forces. If your comms are hijacked by a Terran determined to present you with riddles, ignore him. All units, don't underestimate Quinzel in close combat. One more terminal to pacify this little show of resistance. All incoming choppers, ground those resistors. New snipers are in position. Pick the resistors off one by one. Toxin buildup in the plant. It's almost blooming. Needless performance. But Harkness's boomerangs are deadly. So, Quinzel's learned to be a leader after all. Brainiac's data terminal has been phased into the city. All forces, recover it now. I think they'll leave you this time, Harley. Lawton's back. Make him wish he stayed down. Focus on the vehicle. Make them no fear. Keep that terminal under our control. Only one resistor left standing. I know I sent enough troops to contain them. The emitter was successful. Brainiac will be pleased. We failed to integrate target Harley Quinn that time. Incoming snipers, you've got your targets. Let the child know that Brainiac will wipe this miserable planet of all vegetation. Another holdout. Find them, or you won't like the consequences. The child is up to something. We aren't done yet. Let them regroup. There's still time. Fear is overtaking them. We have the advantage. If they didn't perish on the other side, then I'll continue scouting for them. You have your objective. Without his shield, Harkness is easy pickings. A bomber's joining the combat group. Do what it says. You actually broke a Green Lantern's will, equipped with the technology from my vault. I presume Wonder Woman gave you access. I don't have a full inventory of our losses, but tracking its signal and hunting it down feels more sophisticated than any one of them is capable of. Foolish. Look what trusting you four got her. Now neither of them will see the dawn of New Kolu, and Superman must be unleashed. And we will be the justice of a New Kolu. They pulled the trigger on themselves. Target Deadshot neutralized. All forces are expected to press the advantage, and not lose our objectives. There's another still in hiding. Get to work. 2 incubators is enough. Get rid of the resistors. Brainiac, our forces let that terminal slip through their fingers. It won't happen again. I see Arkham's only made Quinzel a worse violent offender. All forces down. Backup needed. Reinforcements. Let's throw more bodies at those criminals. Not even your conditioning could erase Flash's lack of discipline, Brainiac. I overestimated him. Next time we'll send more. Hundreds more! That terminal's coming back to the skull ship. Keep the insurgents away. They won't learn anything from that tech. They're impossibly stupid. The resistors rely on the Shark's capabilities. Don't let Harkness recover. Hound him, so the resistors have access to an engineer. A poor one. Bomber transformation complete. Flatten those criminals for Brainiac. A pathetic show of skill. Our patrols are rounding up the remaining stragglers as we speak. There's a data theft in progress. Respond with lethal force. Why cling to your life, Harkness? We'll redouble our efforts and protect the rest of the incubators. No, Brainiac. Harkness's performance is a freak occurrence. I'm monitoring vectors of resistance in the city. The journalist, the scientist, and the criminal element. Emitters recharging, one insurgent down. I'm seeing warships being directed to the metropolis area. Fools. Nothing on this Earth can stop Brainiac. You're wasting your time. You can't break through their shields. Major threat assessment is target Deadshot. Our forces are gathering on a nearby rooftop. Why revive Harkness? He's a liability. The incubators are collateral damage. Nothing more. Those criminals think they can steal Brainiac's technology. Show them what happens to thieves. Keep pressing Deadshot. He's vulnerable. Report any sightings of Wonder Woman. Our window to turn her is closing. And she's planning something. If one incubator still functions, this isn't over. Nothing to concern yourself with, Brainiac. The insurgents have been neutralized. Yes, I'll be continuing my surveillance. Securing a terminal now. Rooftop forces in combat. Give them support. The Shark has entered a trance-like combat state. Yes, Brainiac. They resorted to atomic warfare. I didn't expect a scorched Earth response so soon. Rooftop emplacement now in position. Keep them cowering. Don't let up now. Brainiac, prepare to receive a data terminal. We've got aerial support en route. Nearby forces, stay on that terminal. Leave the resistors broken. Don't let them get under your skin. Target Harley Quinn is critically injured. We've lost a terminal. All forces prepare to redirect to other targets. Push harder. Don't let the vermin control the streets. Initial limited deployment of flash-infused units was unsuccessful. I've met animals before, Shark. You're nothing more than id and hunger. That was a deliberate detonation. Those four have weaponized their failures. Lawton's causing significant unit losses, Brainiac. Keep Quinzel's accomplices away from her. 3 downed by the emitter. Let's see them recover from that. Notes for Brainiac. One of our resource harvesting units was stolen. They won't be snooping around your network again, Brainiac. Keep Harkness on the ground where he belongs. We'll need to take the Shark down again. Attention, new combat group. I want you on those resistors immediately. They're going to try for another terminal. Jammer and insurgents eliminated. Withdraw from the area. Hold the reinforcements. They won't be needed. Shark is unprotected, still strong. They've pushed back our forces in this area. Brainiac, the damage to the plant should be terminal. On my schedule, we'll subdue this Earth's resistance. Long before Project K comes online. In what world could you possibly think you're in their league, Harkness? You're a 2-bit nothing. I'm reading an end to the signal disruption. But the 4 insurgents were able to escape. Amanda Waller will send you 4 to confront me before Superman returns. It's a tactically sound choice for expendable assets. Brainiac, the resistors intercepted a data cache. We're dealing with it. Criminals try to remake the world in their image. Brainiac brings a new world. Lawton's taking those hits hard. Don't let the Shark close the distance to you. There are 4 of them. Do better. So, Quinzel's formed new unhealthy relationships. Quinzel doesn't consider her own safety. That makes her dangerous. Resistors are in the open. Sending in our forces to intercept. Quinzel's alive. What's keeping her in the fight? The plant's maturing. Double your efforts. Good. We've got additional coverage on one of those rooftops. Find them. Assimilate the life signature. Start with the seedling. Just weeds to exterminate. A draw, then. Minor criminals banding together for a campaign of lawlessness. You think I haven't seen this before in Arkham? Gotham? The resistors are running a strategy of desperation. Guerrilla tactics. Don't try to predict them. Just neutralize them. The Shark has recovered. Turn the fight around. Integrate them. And make it painful. A temporary inconvenience. It won't happen again. I understand. I'll increase surveillance while you focus the Skull Ship's power on regenerating him. The vulnerable humans are the reason we're here. Transform them. If the resistors interfere, kill them. Quinzel's down. Their lives already dwindle. This only hastens the end. Surround the resistors and press in until they fall. For New Kolu, defend this facility to the last. You removed Harkness's shield. Now, remove him. Well done. Only one of the insurgents escaped the emitter. He wants to prove himself to the cause. Of course, Brainiac. For the glory of New Kolu. Enjoy it while you can. You're only delaying your future. Harkness, a minor criminal, but a major threat. Good work from the Brute Squad. Tucking their tails between their legs won't help them. Direct hit on insurgents. All forces can withdraw. We have complete control, Brainiac. Air superiority already belongs to Lantern. Surprising. Harkness is the most capable of the group. I want that rooftop enemy free. No, Brainiac. Lantern has his training, and I have mine. Doesn't really fit their profiles. And now, of all times, even with his abnormal physiology, Shark's wounded. Cut off Deadshot support. He's finished. Insurgents think they can steal one of Brainiac's data terminals. Don't let them. Steal whatever you will. It won't save you. Brainiac, I'd suggest you allow Superman to remain on the Skull ship to recover. They've almost overrun the facility, Brainiac. I want all available forces to find and terminate whatever is scrambling our communications. You four think you can take that terminal? You won't. Quinzel will fight to the end. So end her. No, Brainiac. He shouldn't be any issue to process. Once turned, his enthusiasm will serve us well. Do not let those criminals secure another terminal. Brainiac commands it. Our forces are securing a terminal. Shark's injuries are mounting. Brainiac will be pleased by this progress. A disconcerting loss. We'll regroup and be ready for next time. The plant's growth cycle is almost finished. Asset recovery in progress. Keep an eye on those insurgents. Don't let your guard down. The Shark's not fully integrated. Shark is the group's heavy hitter. The smaller plant. Cordon off the rooftop. Successful strike on one insurgent. Deal with the others. I want Deadshot to stay down. This is pointless. Brainiac's forces are legion. You'll never stop us. Brainiac. We may need to reinforce the incubators. I warned you. Quinzel thrives in the chaos she causes. The Shark is down. They're desperate. Pinning their hopes on a child and her plants. Re-engaging. Rooftop defenses deployed. Target and ground those resistors. Enough of their chaos. Emitter firing! The purification of the remaining humans is our goal. They are not to reach safety. Go. Redirecting forces. Make yourselves useful. All forces converge on that localized signal disruption. What are those insurgents up to? Do you think this will give you meaning, Harley? We both know how broken you really are. New trooper units. Neutralize those 4 resistors. Does Harkness really think he can go another round? Shark's up. He's still a viable combatant. Secure that last terminal. End this. They've won this round. But there's always the next. I want those insurgents off our objective now. Incoming reinforcements. Grind the resistors beneath your boots. Prepare for terminals being phased into the combat area. On a high in all this chaos, Quinzel? I'll make sure you're pulled down to Earth. One of our fighters has evolved into a bomber. Give them your support. Flood the area with troops. Stop the network intrusion. Brainiac, the data is recovered. And the resistors remains? Yes. Enough for experimentation. The resistors don't stand a chance. They'll be dead in minutes. Target Deadshot is an active threat again. Luther's in play. We will eliminate the resistors. Eliminate the Argus militia. Eliminate any obstruction to processing. We need to bring that seedling back under control. Quickly! Illegal weapons passing from Luther to Penguin to second-rate villains. Crime never changes. These plants aren't going to save you. This isn't a dialogue, Lantern. Brainiac's not worried about the Penguin. Do your job. All patrols, your priority is to integrate, not exterminate. Leave making an example of the Terran resistance to me. Gizmo has improved the weapon output of his vehicles, and nothing else. Still, concerning. New data terminal in the area of operations. Secure it. Target Wonder Woman has been dealt with. She would have been an exemplary follower, Brainiac. End of the road. We'll add your corpses to the pile. Harkness has been neutralized. Continue to secure the rooftops and street level. Then we'll deploy forces to sweep the shelters and the underground. Unacceptable losses. Keep pushing until the last unit. Lantern, status. Move to cut off the smaller plant. You've almost got Quinzel. Keep on her. They're securing a terminal. Stop them! They don't stand a chance. Quinzel's vulnerable. Soon the child's plant will be reduced to dust. The Terran criminal in question is obsessive, and not worth the disruption to our mission. They've set themselves back by 2. Even if you could steal this data, You won't know Kolu's enlightenment. Be aware they're using explosives. Unlicensed modifications for higher lethality. Penguin's work. Guard the 2 functional incubators with your lives. You let them revive Lawton. Terminal secure. The criminals really fought for it. You already brought Lawton down once. Do it again. Choke off the main plant by capturing the seedlings. We need reinforcements at that terminal under enemy control. I don't know how long Brainiac can keep his will in check. Those insurgents thought they had that one. Keep pushing them back. Diana, stop this. Target Deadshot is unprotected. This is your chance to take Harkness. Pathetic excuses for troops. Refocus yourselves! As predicted, the insurgency is gathering materials, building an arsenal. The shame must be galling. Perhaps they will stay down. Hide under your little shield, insurgents. The insurgents put up a fight, but we have our terminal back. The plant won't withstand much more of this. Good. They evaded the pulse, but they won't survive the next wave of reinforcements. This is the last line of defense in Metropolis? Pitiful. Quinzel's not done yet. She'll have some trick up her sleeve. The Shark's done. Harkness wasn't incapacitated. He's just lazy. They're trying to phase in more terminals. Any surviving units, secure those boomerangs for study. Target Deadshot is operating at high lethality. Interesting. The insurgents' phasing technology is raw but effective. Too late. The Terminauts have already turned this city a weed. That's all Poison Ivy ever was. Tear it out by the roots. Obviously. Deadshot's calling for help. Pathetic. Did you come back to be Deadshot or Firefly, Lawton? I'll crush you all the same. Brainiac's terraformers will devour everything you've made. That fight with Wonder Woman cost us numerous potential integrations. A grave loss for you. New Kolu looms closer. Pretending to be a hero won't save your daughter. That Shark can go head-to-head with our heaviest units. Stop them from sabotaging the network. Successful hit on insurgents. They overcame a shield. Very well. Seizing Metropolis is the first step in ridding Earth of crime and decay, of building something better. Good. Just don't underestimate them like the Flash did. They've gotten away. We've failed, Brainiac. Our terminal is back on the Skull ship. Those criminals snatched the asset out of our forces' hands. Push reinforcements on the vehicle. They're out of our systems. All forces can withdraw. Shark has been neutralized. Whatever those criminals are up to with the jammer, I want it stopped. We're not going to let simple criminals take what belongs to Brainiac. All forces. Resistance was to be expected. It's your chance to prove yourselves to Brainiac, to fight for a new Kolu. Smother that seedling. Do it now. That was Shark's shield. Tear him apart! Take that brute down before he destroys you all! Just trash on the streets now. A newly evolved destroyer. Watch yourselves, resistors. They will be isolated. They will be overcome. They're wearing themselves thin. Close in on the vehicle. Enemies converging on rooftop forces. Put them down. Lawton's got an optimal firing trajectory on you. The insurgents almost had that one. Almost. All combat units. A bomber has evolved among you. Expect imminent bombardment on the resistors. Objectives lost. All forces regroup. Brainiac. Harley Quinn is causing heavy casualties. Quinzel doesn't have a shield. I found another life form. See to it. Hold off the resistors. Stay alert. We're about to recover a terminal. Lawton has been eliminated. Our combat units have been decimated by the resistors. The brutality of the Shark. It's impressive. Brainiac. The insurgents were subdued, and their jamming devices offline. They're attacking our rooftop defenses. Stop them. All units, support that incoming bomber. They've cut themselves down. One threat remaining. Brutality is all criminals understand. They've somehow phased in another terminal. Take it back. Get control of that incoming data terminal. More troopers joining the combat group. Fight together, supporting forces established on that rooftop. The insurgents won't have access to that terminal anymore. There's always a next encounter. Brainiac's patience is infinite. A patrol's been ambushed. All units eliminated. We've secured our terminal. They're flooding our network with nonsense. We'll be untangling this mess for hours. Our forces are converging on their location. Brainiac, you'll be pleased to know the resistors have failed. You're letting them tear you to pieces. All you destroy, Brainiac will recreate. New Kolu will be a better world. There is always more than one vulnerability. Press the vehicle now! Poison Ivy should have stayed in the ground. Her time's over. Insurgents have brought in a new data terminal. Keep them from accessing it. This was a one-off. A fluke. The plant's decay has begun. Brainiac, I'm capable of maintaining my surveillance and dealing with Luther. It's too soon to deploy. They're going after the crystals. Tear them to pieces. Lawton's outgunning you all. I expected as much. So they've taken down a patrol. Our reinforcements are unending. A new bomber has evolved. Bombard those resistors. One of the League has fallen. This act will not go unpunished. The defense was overstretched, Brainiac. Now they are ours. We are Legion. Kill as many as you want. There will always be more. Detecting at least one data terminal being phased in. Destroyer, do what you do best. Take cover. Lawton can field overwhelming firepower. The remaining humans don't have a chance. Their lives are already counted in our favor. Go get them. Add another incubator to the processing queue. This won't slow us. One by one, you will all fall to Brainiac. All of you, protect that incubator now! Lantern's military training will serve you well, Brainiac. The Skull ship is defended against all conventional forms of attack. Your efforts were wasted. Brainiac's technology is too advanced. Brainiac's running anti-incursion tools. But we need those terminals secured. Interesting. Adapting his attacks around the stolen Speed Force. I'm sorry about Flash. Integration should have settled him down. Made him less impulsive.